All right, that should be better. Let me just adjust here and let me get back on my iPad. Just have to find it now. It like popped right up the last time. There we go. Okay, that looks much better. Hopefully that works for everybody and isn't too much of a pain to get you guys back in here. So just give me one more second. I know I have all of my, I've been using my blocking stencil a lot lately, but I just cannot for the life of me find it. For the life of me, I cannot find it. Which makes a lot of sense. The problem is when I go to like my scrapbook things is that I will just like shove it in anywhere. I've been trying to put them all in this little envelope, and that's why there's just like a stack of them. However, when I don't do that, they get put anywhere, and it results in me not knowing where they're at. So give me one more second. If I can't find it, I'll just, you know, make do like I usually do, but if I don't have to, I would prefer not to and actually use the things. I might have shoved it in somewhere, because that is also something I do. I will, my good old backup is I use Monica's notepads because they're perfect size. One more shot. Otherwise, if they're not in here, they're across the room, and I'm not getting up to get them. So, all right. Doesn't look to be anywhere that's easily accessible at the moment, so we will just carry on with these. Anyway, I am going to be doing. Oh, there they are. Found them in the place that I was looking the entire time, and just didn't. Well, it's only one right now, so let's see if I can find both. I need to keep like 20 of these around. Like, just keep sets of them everywhere. I think that's only one. If I have to do it with just one, I'll just do it with one. Anyway, how's everybody else? Life has been chaotic in good and bad ways, like I think like everybody else. It's just been kind of hard to carve out time. I really want to start getting like a good pattern of when I come on, and then, you know, and even if I still have to jump on other times, I think doing it like once a week has been a little, you know, it's easy to like be like, okay, well, we're not gonna do it this week, and then 1 week becomes 2, and 2 becomes 2 months, and I get like upset with myself for not doing it, but then like I also just don't do it again because I'm like, okay, I'll just avoid it. So I think if I get like a better pattern of it, and maybe just don't put the expectation of myself to be on like all the time, hopefully that'll help a little bit. So that's kind of my goal for like, I don't want to say like next quarter, like a business thing, but yeah, I mean like next quarter. Life sucks here. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not good. But anyway, so, but anyway, I don't mean it like that. I'm hoping to be more regular about coming on. In a good, you know, and always kind of having like a good timeline. All right, I'm officially giving up on the other one. We'll just make do with one and move it. So next week is Easter, and I'm going to do like a pastel-y bunnies one. And I think what I'm going to do is do like a a very light background and then do, I don't know, I'm trying to decide if I want to do like the big rabbit or the big bunnies, like the rabbits one, which is a little smaller, and then there's the tiny bunnies, which is like super small, which would be really good for a rainbow. But I always kind of dig the big bunnies. I don't know why. Hey everybody, thanks for joining. It's really good to see so many familiar names. It's been a while, I know, I'm so sorry. Life has just been chaotic, and I'm trying to be better about it in the next, you know, like I'm trying to get myself back into a good habit and having regular lives. One of my things for this week is to try to make a schedule for next month, and hopefully be able to, you know, kind of just have things in a better pattern. So that's my goal for next month. And please, like, hold me to it. Like, call me out on it. It's fine. Yeah, so Easter. I'm thinking of, like, to me, Easter is usually, like, beach, fun pastels, ocean. Like, I typically go to Florida with my family for Easter, and the last couple of years, well, this year specifically, because of Italy, I'm really not able to go. And so, it's looking different. And I'm like, I don't know what colors in my head that looks like. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to, like, think of, like, what are my pastel-y, like, Eastery colors that I think are, I think this is a kind of a pretty color pattern. The other thing I could do is, I'm trying to think. I really like the big Easter rabbit, or the big bunnies. I'm thinking maybe doing, if you're able to maybe put a calendar out. Yeah, that's, I've done it in the past, and I just got out of the habit of doing it. So that's my plan. That's one of my goals for this week. Once I do this, you'll see me write it in here. One of my goals is to definitely make a calendar for next month. But also to be kind of more regular, like maybe it's not the weekend, maybe it's a Monday night. The next couple weeks I'm going to be really free because everybody that I know is in Florida. So you can actually probably expect me to be on a couple times in the next 2 weeks, a few times. But that's the plan, is to make a calendar. And hopefully have like some releases in there and everything. But yeah, that's definitely the plan. It's always my intention to do it, and you know, best intentions, you know, they don't always happen. So, but yeah, that's definitely part of the plan. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm trying to think what I want like my base color to be. Like, I think like a light gray would be really pretty, actually. Like maybe this like weathered wood. I hope it doesn't go on too dark though. We'll see. Alright, let me grab a big, find one that's not colored. This is a color. I'm gonna kind of test this before I put it in here though. Yeah, see, that's definitely darker than I wanted. I'm glad I tested that. And it looks so light on there. Oh my goodness. 51. Let's see what other colors we got. I don't like that color. Let me try the smoke one. How's everybody else been? Anybody doing any fun planner things in the next... Am I going to go wild? I don't like this color either. I really wanted to go wild this year, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but Italy came so I don't have any more vacation days to go wild, but I wish I were. All right. Let's do this like tattered rose color. Let's try that one. Grab a different. Alright, also not liking that. I'm failing to find a color I like. Alright, so in that case, I think I'm just going to stick with white and do like a rainbow. See, honestly, that was honestly my plan. I was hoping I'd be able to swing a couple days off, and do that and just fly to Dallas and hang out and, see people and then just like, you know, hang out around Dallas or whatever. I just don't have vacation days, which is super unfortunate because I really want to go one of these years. And it's just like every year it just seems something comes up. All right. My next thought is to kind of like maybe do a like tie-dye look where I just kind of like spread the colors around, kind of like I do on my like monthly views sometimes. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna see how that looks. Grab some washi. No, I just have a pack. I really would. Are you going to any other conferences this year, Marcy? I really miss the days where there was like a planner conference, like a fairly big planner conference, like every weekend, or at least like every couple weeks, where like people could just go to all these different ones. I really miss that. Okay, so I'm gonna start with pink. These are one of our new brushes, and they are gonna be out probably one of the Texas Planner Babes. Yeah, that makes sense, totally. I wish there were more in Michigan, for sure. Or like local-ish that I could get to. Hey, Cynthia. Thanks for coming back. So this is one of the new ones. These will be out sometime this spring. I've got like florally, botanically stuff I'm designing. I can show you guys if I get to my April calendar. I have a couple that I will probably use. And I'll show you like a sneak peek. SGS maybe year 3 for Chicago. Yeah. Yeah. I'm planning on SGS for sure. If I can swing Chicago, I will also. That's like the closest like major one to me. My plan last year was just to kind of go if I could, and even if I just like hung out in a hotel. But like SGS prep was so I just didn't have time with SGS. But that was my plan for. Does this oxide ink last if it hasn't been open forever? I'm not really sure. I tend to use most of them. Well, actually really not all of mine. There's some of these that I haven't used in a while, like even that weathered wood one, like I really haven't used in a while. I'm not sure, like what are we talking a while? Like a year, 3 years, 10 years? If it is dry, you can, instead of getting like a new ink pad, this is what I've been doing, because like when I first started getting them, I would get new ink pads. They have these distressed re-inkers or oxide re-inkers. And actually I've been using them to make little smaller ones too, like samples for stuff. But you can get that and put more ink in your pad. I would try to like not like over ink it, because that's when you get like kind of like, I don't want to say gunky, but you know, if you put too much ink in a pad, it's just as bad as not having enough. But that's nice, because then you can like continually refill. Like I know for the Planner Memory social event that I did last year, I gave everybody I think 2 ink colors, and they were like little 1x1 pads that I think I did like, I think there was 100 people So I did like 100 of each. I think I only used like 3 bottles to do like completely ink 3 different things. So like you can do that if your ink pad is like kind of dry or whatever. Or of course, like obviously. But it really, I mean, there's some that like I don't use. Like this orange color, I like never used until one day I picked it up and I was like, oh, that's really pretty. So I don't know. Like I think it should last like a decent amount of time. I don't know if I'm liking this at all. Oh no. All right, we'll just keep working with it. Like really not liking. Yeah, it might be the colors. I feel like I might need a purple. I really don't like this. I'm trying to think like what my options are. Do I put a page over it? Do I like keep going? Okay, I'm gonna keep going a little bit with this and see if I can. Years, okay. I'm cleaning out all your stuff and organizing it to sell the house. Okay, got it. Let me see if there's like a color I think I haven't used. The problem is like sometimes I'll just like grab it randomly and use it. But a lot of these haven't been like heavily used in several years and they all seem to have a decent amount of ink still in them. I think if they've been like stored okay, like they're not in like a lot of heat or anything, I would think they'd be okay. I mean, don't quote me on it, obviously, but I would think they'd be okay. All right, so here's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to kind of like, not necessarily cover this, but like, I don't know. Just go with like all blue. That's like gonna fade into like different colors. I don't know why. Dark sticker quote. Yeah, exactly. I think it's just the colors I'm not vibing with. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of lay this like blue down and then maybe add some like pinks and purples to like make some of it a little more purpley. Because like even just the like ranges of blues and greens I like a lot better. I think it was just the color palette wasn't that great. Like they looked good. They looked good outside, but we'll see. Because I can also put like some pinks and stuff over this to make some of it a little more purple. Maybe add a little more green to some of them to make them a little more teal. We're just going to do blue bunnies, I guess. Hey, Alex. So yeah, so I've got a lot of springy stuff coming out. I actually had some Easter stuff like almost designed, almost ready to go out. And then I just realized like it would just not have come out in time to like get you guys it if you ordered it. So I really kind of forgot that Easter was so early this year. And I was planning on releasing it like mid-March. And then I was like, wait a second, I can't do that. So kind of scrapped the Easter stuff. And it's more, now it's more like springy stuff. Floral-y. And then I think I'm going to come out with some new fandom stuff next month. So you have that to look forward to. And Easter and March is so weird. Like, my whole family usually goes to Florida for Easter, and that's another thing that's weird, is that I'm not there either. For Easter. And it's just weird, because it's like, okay, it's still March, you shouldn't be gone yet. So, yeah. Well, there's a lot of you guys here tonight. I'm excited. Hi. I missed you all. Sorry for being kind of out of it for a while. I'm trying to be better about it next month. Hey, Angela, how are you doing? I'm going to actually take some of my other colors and like add a little bit on the bottom here just to kind of give it a little of the color variation like the top has. And the nice thing about oxides is that you're able to kind of build on that and do that. You've been playing since February. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, I have been making myself stay up to date with planning, but it's been a lot of like very quick, just kind of trying to get like stuff on a page so I can have a checklist and all that. I have worked a little bit on my Italy one though, so that's probably gotten the most love for me from my planner stuff, which is funny because like I need my checklist right now. Okay, so there's page 1. A March calendar last week, right? That's what I'm like, and that's the other thing about doing lives more regularly. I do so much more in my planner when I do it. I've been doing like really fast layouts. Like I'll lay a color down. This one actually took me a really long time, but I was sitting somewhere. I didn't have inks, but I had markers and a stencil. So I actually went through and colored each individual one of these. That took forever, but it was kind of meditating and relaxing. So I did enjoy that, but it took a long time. And then I did my March calendar. So anyway, let's, trying to think if I want to do like a black or if I want to do, what do I want to do on here? We'll do black. Black always seems to give it like a good pop. Before I move it, I definitely want to put my box down. I just feel like it gives it a cleaner look, even if I don't get a clean box. Okay. Anybody been doing anything fun lately? Any good trips coming up? Any good sporting events, concerts? Let's see. I did kind of get a nasty little, not nasty, but give me 1 second. Let me grab and see if I have a, what do you call it? A sand eraser handy. I really need to get my stuff back in like a good working order. Go to Florida last weekend. Nice. We're in Florida. My family usually stays just south of Daytona, where my mom has a condo, but it's rented through the end of March. So I think they get in Saturday. So they actually they were going to a Tigers game. Happy birthday. 4 days at the beach. Perfect. My birthday is not this coming week, but the week after. Punta Gorda. Nice. That had to have been fun. I'm going to, instead of going over it later, I'm going to kind of just add some colors in here. Kind of like I did for the other one. Thank you. I am very ready. Well, I don't really care. I mean, I'm like, I don't want to get older, but I'm fine with it. I like my birthday. It's sad because it's like my family's not here. I always get kind of bummed about that. Especially like my nephews. Like, I want my nephews to be around. I like having them around. So like life stuff like that they're not around for is sad. They're just all enjoying, you know, the sun and whatever. We actually had, it was wild. On Friday, my work, which I work like maybe 7 or 8 miles from my house. Like straight line distance is probably not even that. And it takes me like 10 minutes to get to work, like for reference, on a highway. And on Friday, I left home and there was like flurries, like very small amount of flurries. And then by the time I got to work, it was snowing so bad. We ended up getting probably almost 6 inches of snow at work. And I was dreading because my mom left on Friday before I had gotten home. And I was dreading getting home, like, oh God, I'm gonna have to shovel snow. Like, I don't even know how to start a snow blower. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to like hand shovel like several inches of snow. And then I got home and there was no snow at home. It was so bizarre. So it's been a weird spring, weird weather. I mean, I was very happy there was no snow, don't get me wrong, but it was so wild. That's kind of how life's going for me lately. Has anyone else gotten any, like, snow or... I mean, I know a lot of you live in the South, so you probably haven't gotten snow ever, but... Anyone else have any wild weather lately? We'll clean that up more. So I definitely like the blue and green better. So it was definitely more of a color choice thing than... Again, I'm just going to kind of throw in some color. Usually a little bit of a brighter color to get a good pop of pink in here. Anybody's March Madness brackets still not busted? Because that's been some wild ones too lately, huh? Not a big basketball fan in general, but I do love March Madness. It's always fun. I didn't fill out a bracket this year, though. I honestly completely forgot. 1 second. I want to... One second. My school's women's hockey team, I forgot, is in... Oh, shoot. I think they won. Yeah, they were in the national championship game today. And I was following it. It was tied. It was 2-2 or 0-0 through 2. And I came up here to like start getting ready. And then I forgot to look before I started. And I just literally, when I said about March Madness, I was like, wait a second. Let's see. Yes, I think they won. That's so exciting. I wish I could see the score, though. Sorry, I'm just like... I just completely forgot about wanting to look before I came on. So, 1-0. That's so exciting. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I forgot to do bracket, but I had a comment here today say there are things guaranteed. Yeah, Gonzaga in the Sweet 16. I didn't look and see if they won. Have they won today? I didn't, or I guess yesterday. Oh man, I'm so excited. I love, speaking of hockey, last weekend, I think it was, there's a professional women's hockey league now. And they don't have a team in Detroit yet, which I think is a little bit of a missed opportunity. They don't have a team in Detroit yet, but they were doing like a takeover weekend here. and I got tickets and went. And it was so fun. Like, I really hope they get a team here because it was so much fun. And I mean, I love hockey in general. And I love, you know, like I always watch women's hockey when it's on and all of that. And clearly, like, I'm going to root for my school no matter what. But it was so much fun. And I really hope they get a team here because I want to go to more games because that just got me really excited about women's hockey again. And yeah, it would be a lot of fun to have a team here. But if anybody's like on TikTok or follows like any sporting type things and saw the video of like the Taylor Swift song at the arena at the hockey game that people were singing, I was definitely there and it was so much fun. Like, it was so fun because it was a lot of women. Like, it kind of had the same vibes as like the Taylor Swift concert where it was like a lot of women and like a lot of people just like having good vibes, and oh, it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. So that definitely got me more excited about, I mean, again, I'm always going to root for my school when they're playing, especially when they're in a national championship game, but that just got me extra hyped to pay attention to the hockey tournament this year. And hopefully when we get a PWHL team, some of my Buckeyes are in it. Anyway, enough of me. I completely forgot to fill out a bracket too. It's been, like I said, it's been a wild winter. So March Madness kind of, and I had the thought Wednesday night late, like, oh, I need to fill out a bracket. I need to do it as soon as I get up in the morning. And I just totally forgot. Which, like, is fair. Like, I don't watch basketball anyway. Like, if I ever do well in a bracket, it'll be because I'm, like, one of those people that just is like, yeah, this team sounds good. Or, like, I watched, like, a 10-second recap of, like, what to do on your bracket type thing. Like, I just don't watch I don't watch basketball in general often, so it's like I never know what to put. All right. We got a lot of things I want to do this week, so I'm really happy to have my layout for the week done, or almost done, I guess. I'm going to kind of clean it up a little bit with a sand eraser. And then draw my lines in, you know, write my days in and all that. And then I can kind of, you know, go with it and figure out where I want to put stuff and all of that. I'm going to put all my inks back real quick. I'm going to do at least one more layout, but I just wanted to like kind of reset my inks and all that, because otherwise I just get like piles and piles. Okay, so let me grab a ruler. 8. How's everybody liking their planners this year? Has anybody changed planners? What are you all using right now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. right, and now I think this is when I'll kind of like bring in a little bit of color, maybe like the pastel-y stuff. We'll do like a pink, maybe like a mint, and like a lilac, and maybe a yellow too. Like a buttercup-y yellow. Kind of Eastery colors. I got a new A5 from Archer now. Nice. Do you kind of like bullet journal? The Hobonichi? Your is like perennially neglected. Nice. Okay, so 25th. Joey, you have so many notebooks. Use one. These are like super light. Wow, like so light. Okay. We're gonna have to kind of like supplement the colors. Yeah. Shoot. This should have been 29. Dang it. I love when month ends on a Sunday. Like, that is so nice. It's like the planner gods gave us a little gift. It was good to see you, Hannah. Hope things pick up for you, too. I'm just kind of trying to add like a little more color in here some way. Thank you. Okay, so there is semi-quick. I mean, I kind of was talking a lot, so I feel like it was quick. Layout for Easter with our rabbits, our small rabbit stencil. I think the next thing I will do is, yeah, we'll definitely do my April monthly. Let me grab, I know, I think so. I gotta grab my notebook paper to have here because that was one of the ideas to do. I always want to I'm trying to remember to wipe my hands off between layouts so I don't smudge as much as I usually do. Okay. And I think for this, I'm between like a bees, because I have a really cute new bees, and I guess now is a good time to like kind of show a little preview of some new stuff. I've shown these in the past. I'm working right now on another layout kit, like a florally one. So I think one of these, or maybe the one they put in there, I'm not positive. Don't hold me accountable. If not, they will be available individually in a semi-limited quantity. And then I also have some black ones. These nut colors, but I do have black ones. I haven't decided what size packs I'm going to put them in, but I have been able to source some of these. So those will be out in April too, as well as just the normal pink ones of these. And maybe black. I have to see if I have black. New stuff. I am planning on, like I said, like a floral-y release in April. I'll also be listing the extra ones of these that I have soon. So if you wanted it in my stencil era sticker, you can grab one of those if you didn't get it in the last sale. Here's some of our new stuff. Like I said, kind of like a florally, woodsy, outdoorsy release. Not in the next week or two, but sometime in April. I haven't finished finalizing all my designs, so not yet. But we've got this cute little bee stencil, which is one that I was thinking of using for like an April theme. Like a woodland creature. And then this is kind of more of the direction of most of the release, so I'll show you it all kind of together. Kind of like I said, like a florally. This is a layout kit. A layout. I don't know if this is going to be the layout kit one or if this is just the layout. So we have the, the anti-stencils and the layout. Kind of like a plant, homey, plant mom vibe, plant parent vibe. And then the other two are kind of like builder stencils where there's a lot of like variety of flowers. And then this one is like a plant buildy one. And then I also have the thing that I'm going to use probably for my cover page if I decide not to do a bee one, which I don't think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do, there it is, this like floral wreath. So I'm thinking of doing like April, like this with like April in the center of it. And then I don't really know, maybe some, I guess I could do both flowers and bees. Like that would both work. And then I'm not sure about my mood tracker yet. I might hold off on making that because I have an idea of something that I want to finalize. I'm working on two different, kind of like my potions tracker one where there's like the 31 different types of bottles. I'm working on like a flower and a plant one of those two. So I'd like to use that if I, if I get it, whatever. Thank you. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm working on. So when are those dropping? Sometime in April. Like I said, I've got several more designs that I'm working on. Plus I also wanted to couple, this might be a hint, but with a fandom release that would go with this one. If anybody's a big fandom person, you'd probably know which one that would be. But I haven't finished that. So, sometime in April. I would say like mid to late April. I'm going to kind of try to finalize a schedule. I know you came in after I said this, but I'm going to try to finalize a schedule this week as far as having some lives scheduled, having my release ready, or not ready, but knowing when I'm going to release, and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully like by the 2nd or 3rd, I'll be able to kind of drop a schedule and you can kind of know when I'll be live, when I'll be planning releases and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, okay. I am going to start with my cover page. And the notebook pages are just a little too long to do what I like to do with them, so I do always cut a little bit off of there. And now I'm kind of thinking I want to do, like I said, I want to put April in here. And then I'm thinking of doing like some florally, like, I don't know. I feel like I should hold off on this because there's some stuff that I'm designing that I would really love to put in here. But maybe I'll do like a, I don't know. We'll see. We'll play with it. Let's just start with our cover page, I guess. And I know I don't think I've done another monthly since I did it originally in my other one, but I have been loving the tip and tape from Lauren Phelps Designs. So I definitely will be using that for this too. I actually have been using that almost every month. Actually every month. Let me pull my little journal back here. I know when I originally used it, I don't know if everybody was here, but really, really awesome. It gives me the full page. And I've had a lot of luck with, like, I haven't needed to, like, nothing has fallen off. So, really excited about that. You know, it gives me, like I said, it's got the full page here instead of, you know, when I would glue it and have to fold it, I would lose a lot of that page. The only, like I said, the only hard thing is that on this page, and actually this is why I probably am going to want to do my other page before I tip them in. So what I might do is just prepare the pages, do my calendar, and just kind of like insert them in, and then, or at least on this page. Or I guess I could probably try and do it on the inside. I haven't tried that yet. We'll see. So anyway, that's that. Yeah. Trying to think what I want to do as far as colors, and I'm like kind of a little gun shy after those colors from the bunny I didn't really love. But nothing like getting right back into it. I do always love a good pink. It's funny because I'm usually traveling in April, so I usually do April as like a travel-y, some kind of, I know one year I did like hot air balloons. I'm pretty sure last year it was just like straight out travel. Because I know I went to Georgia and Florida last April on 2 separate trips. Oh my God. Alex, are you still here? It's been a freaking year since that. Oh my gosh. That's wild. So I know like April's usually like a travel year for me. And it's so funny that I'm like, oh, let's do floral because I'm not going anywhere. All right. Let's do like a springy green. That seems like a good. Eras tour anniversary. Yeah. Our first Eras tour anniversary. It's wild. That's what I meant when I said I was in Georgia. That's crazy. It feels like so long ago, but it feels like it was yesterday too. Wow. I can't believe it's April. I'm like having a crisis. I feel like my birthday's about to happen, and I feel like I finished last year. Man. It's so crazy. All right, so there's some green. I just feel like we need like a nice bright yellow for spring too. So let's do Space Lemonade. These are. That's so true. Actually, I felt like February kind of dragged this year too. Although January did feel like 10 years long. It's so true. Oh man, I gotta get cracking on working out and walking, getting up to like several miles a day for Italy. Yikes. Man, this year's already flying. Yeah, me too. Not sick, but I'm ready for April. This month feels like it's been like 10 seconds long though. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm not even being funny. You're walking now. Oh, nice. Okay, I will. I mean, I'm planning on being on for at least another, probably close to an hour. I still need to finish laundry tonight. I sent you those pictures I got, right? That, like, set of 9. I really wanted to hang those today. So that's the other thing I need to do if I get off of here earlier. So, Walgreens had... My mom got pictures taken with my nephews. Or they had pictures taken, and then my mom popped into a few of them. So she got, like... They got her one canvas. Well, she had, like, a space on the side of a picture, too. I feel like this is going to be a mistake. Yeah, I don't like that color. To hang another, so I had to order a canvas, but, like, I was trying to explain to her that they're more than 20% off a lot of times. So she finally, like, listened to me and waited, and then I got her, like, 70% off the one day. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to make some canvases, too. Hey, Lisa. And so the problem with the canvases is you have to have, like, a margin around it where they, like, wrap the canvas. And I kind of knew it, but, like, I wasn't really, like, all my pictures that I have loved over the past year have been, like, one of our heads is in the side, or, like, they just didn't have that border. But then I found these things they have called tile picks, which, like, I thought they were going to be, like, a little sturdier, but I really ended up liking them, and I haven't hung them up yet, but... So I got 9 of them for like $40, which is super good price. And it's like all of my Taylor Swift stuff from last year. And I'm really excited to hang them. But I just haven't done it yet. And so I need to like, oh, here's our pink. I found them. I need to get motivation to like climb on my bed and do that. Because I think that'll be super fun. I haven't, like, until, like, 2022, from, like, the time I was, like, 10, I had a Red Wings themed room, and we got our house all painted, and now it's just gray, but there's, like, nothing on my walls, and I haven't hung anything up yet, and this has been, like, a 2-year I haven't hung anything up yet, and I really want to do, like, a travel thing, too. Which I have a bunch of stuff I just haven't hung up. And so, I'm like, I need to just start hanging stuff up, man. So maybe I'll finally get those up tonight. If I have some time after this. And I'm also thinking I may, depending on, like, my time. I want to go to the gym tomorrow. Oh, that turned out super cute. I may actually also come live again tomorrow night. This just gives me, like, the chance to, like, get stuff done that I need to get done in my planner. So if I'm, like, good after the gym tomorrow night, possibility that I will be on again live tomorrow. I gotta walk so that Alex doesn't leave me in a random Italian location because I'm too slow. Alright, April. super quick and easy title page for a monthly spread. I am going to kind of, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but maybe by the end of April, I'll be able to have everything set up in my planner if I come live more often. I have so much I still need to set up. Like, I haven't done my birthday spreads. The only way I would leave you is if Taylor herself invited me somewhere. Even then, I'd be like, wait a second, I'm getting in your purse. I have this very realistic person-looking purse. Or if we find like some really good gelato. You're like, you're too slow, I want the gelato now. I'm just gonna draw some like little I don't even know what you call those things, inside flowers. Just to give it a little more depth. You're like, I'll meet you at the gelateria. We'll do some lines. The good thing is, I'm the one that knows semi how to speak Italian. You gotta keep me around. Alright, cool. Cool. That was really lame. Quick wreath layout there. Let's wipe this off really quick. Especially since it's a new one and I need to take pictures of it. What time is it? 7 o'clock. Okay. All right. Let's do, I think what I'm gonna do on this one is, we're gonna do the bees, which are super cute, but we're gonna do some of the flowers and then like the bees kind of flying. So I'm just gonna take some green and do the stems here. Do the yellow. And does anybody have any fun Easter plans? And we got Easter next weekend. They've been spring break. Your kids are on spring break or going anywhere fun. Yeah, I am with you. If I would not be doing anything either if I were you. Last day of spring break? Wow. Fighting COVID. Oh no. It feels like it's been like a resurgence. A lot of people have been getting COVID recently. A lot of people I know up here, at least. Not a fun way to spend spring break. Some roll. Oh, nice. That's fun. You have to tell me about it. I'm sure I'll bug you later. Oh no. My nephews are all sick. I'm really happy they left Florida because I don't have to be around them as much with them being sick. I mean, I love being around them. Don't get me wrong, but I will take not getting sick. Let's do this cute little guy. I want to do more of like a gold bow on the bumblebee, I think. And then I'll also kind of supplement it with like some stripes after. Grab a brush to do black. Yikes. So again, these are kind of preview of some of the new stuff coming in next month. And like I said, there will also most likely be a fandom release that kind of coordinates to this specific stencil. If you're a fan of that, I'm assuming that you will know what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to say any more until I've officially got the designs finalized. So we'll leave it at that. But you might be able to guess based on this one. This was designed with that specifically in mind. Okay, clean these up a little bit. You know the secret though, right? I think I told you for sure. But also, like, if you like that, or if you're into that, or into any of the corollary fandoms, you'll know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's kind of give the bee a little extra lovin'. Outline his wings. And put a little face on him. And give him some stripes. I'm going to do the same with this one. I just realized I have an Amazon delivery sitting on my front porch. Oops. Okay. Let me also grab, I have to dig through because I think it's in here, my journaling basic stencil that has my calendar on it. And I can do that really quick. I think it's in here. Pretty sure it's in here. Might all be in here. There it is. That'll look super cute together. I'm a fan. Okay, let me come off of here real quick. I'm gonna be on off of, I can't see your comments at the moment, so give me 1 minute. I'm gonna really quickly look and see what we got for calendar-wise in April. And we're gonna, some of the same colors, hopefully. We'll do like a nice minty, limey, leafy green. And a nice pink. That is not a nice pink. We'll do that color pink. We'll do this purple. Give us some brightness, I think. All right. So I'm going to color this in to color the month. I'm actually going to move it down a little bit so I can do the days of the week in this one. And then, let's see. The first, we're going to do Sunday. So the first is a Monday. 2, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. All right, worked out perfect. 30. Okay. So now let me just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay. Oh, I'm sure your guess is probably right, Alex. I think I have told you. I think you probably got lost in me info dumping a lot of a lot of information. Okay. Hi Dina, how are you? Okay, so there is my cover pages for April, and then as usual these will be like mood trackers and all of that. Now I'm doing, you know, honestly, I'm thinking of what if I did little bumblebees instead of my plants, because I can just do my plant one. No, that's gonna be a lot of work. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Maybe I'll just do flowers and use these. I only need 30. So we're just gonna do that. And this will be my mood tracker. I'm gonna do 30 of these. Okay. How are you doing, Dana? 7. No worries. I'm doing good. It's been, life has been chaotic. It's pretty much why I haven't been on lately, because it's just hard to schedule everything, and it just seems like life has been flying. But I'm doing pretty good. Now that it's sort of spring, and I say sort of because we had like 6 inches of snow at my office on Friday and none at my house, which is like not that far from where I work. So it's sort of spring. My like absolute flabbergastness of when I left my office and there was like literally 6 inches of snow on the ground. Actually, it was probably about 3 or 4 by the time I left, because some of it had melted. But like by the time I got home, which was not a long commute, like all of a sudden there was no snow on the ground, and I was just like, what did I go to in a completely different dimension? It was so crazy. It was so wild. Oh no. You guys got some, or I don't know where you did. I know some of Colorado got a pretty big snowstorm a couple weeks ago, right? Like I think Denver area. I can't remember if you're close to that or not. I know one of my friends that lives out there had a few inches of snow. Alex, by the way, you better be ready. What if they get snow? Although I say that knowing that the first time you came to Michigan, we also had snow, so. Yeah, that's what I thought. 1.5 feet. That's crazy. Colorado. That's wild. I mean, it was, we get snow occasionally in March. Like, it's not that. It was like, there was nothing. And then I crossed like a specific highway, and then all of a sudden it was like great, like wild weather. And like throughout the day it was really bad at work. And like, it was literally 6 inches at one point. And then I got home and there was not even like piles or like little dustings of snow anywhere. I was like, what world is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, and the wildest thing was like, it was just like almost an immediate, like it was like over, like, how it gets when it's snowy, where it's like a weird like cloud layer and it's gray and dark and weird. And then like I cross this highway back and it's like all of a sudden green and sunny. And I'm like, what? What just happened? It was messing with my head. I was like, and don't get me wrong, I was like super happy I didn't have to shovel snow, but I was just like, I actually texted one of my coworkers who lives near me, and I was like, because throughout the day we're like, oh my God, because her family is gone too, and we were like, oh, we're gonna have to shovel snow, oh no. I was like, you will not believe this, but there is no snow on the ground. 25. It was so crazy. And, like, I realized, like, storms have fronts, right? Like, they have a border. But, like, there was, like, no tapering out of it. It was just, like, all of a sudden, there's 6 inches of snow here, and all of a sudden, it is a spring day. And you're, like, crossing. It was so weird. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that. Or, like, even if there's no snow, there'll be, like, little piles of it, or, you know, like, it'll be overcast and gray like it is the other place. 30. Okay. Okay, so there is almost done with my moon tracker. Let's just put a little title on it. So there is that page. And then this is going to be, I usually just do kind of like a pattern of something. I'm going to pull out an older floral stencil, if I can find one. I think it's this one. Seems like a fun color. We're just going to kind of do it in the corner. And I think we'll do like start like a pink in this, or no, we'll do a pink on the outside and kind of like go into like a purple. I think would be pretty. And then I think after I do my calendar, because I'm hoping to get on tomorrow night, I think what I'll do is I'll get off of here once I do my calendar, which I still have to do tonight. And then, like I said, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to also hop on. I'm going to do kind of a different color pink in here, just to give it a little bit of levels and variety. No, there isn't another like whole. Like, I feel like there's not a real good light, bright purple. Supposedly, Tim Holtz's last color that he did is supposedly the last one in the Distress Oxide, or the Stress line, which is really sad because, like, now I'm like, no, wait, I need a really bright purple. And a really true yellow. And I never say more to, like, other pinks. So I'm hoping I'm wrong. And he'll come out with other stuff. Okay. So pull that back and we have our... I'm drawing a blank on what kind of flower this is, but I think this is Dahlia. Okay. And then I will just write on here. And this is my one where every day I kind of try to write down something good that has happened that day. You know, whether it's, thank you, something like super good, like, I went to Taylor Swift concert, or I saw one of my friends, or my nephew gave me a hug, or it's like, my day sucked. The best thing that happened is I got off work and I took a nap. Like, I recently read a book, not like a self-help book or anything, it was like a fiction book. And one of the people in it is like, I study happiness. And we used to study, like, you know, psychology used to study, or still does, I'm sure, studies like all the things people did wrong in order to prevent them. But, now we're like, what do happy people do? Happy people appreciate this. And weird. I don't know if it's my eye. Maybe my eye. Like, I feel like there's like a pink tint here. Wow. Anyway, so that's gonna be the inside. Anyway, like, what it was like is like, oh, you need to like recognize like things that have happened that have been good. And like, she went through this whole thing of like making them like say 3 good things or whatever. And I'm like, I actually have been doing that. And it's pretty funny actually. Because I was like, wait a second, I'm doing that unintentionally. Well, I mean, not unintentionally, I'm intentionally doing it. I did not intend for it to be in line with this part of the book. Okay, let me grab something for the calendar. I just realized this should have been a poetry monthly for the new Taylor album coming out. Dang it. Gotta remember to do that week though, for sure. Okay. So, we are once again, I actually have the calendar now, so that's helpful. 3, 4, 2, 4, 5 weeks. Actually, these last 4 are not. Three, 4. So I think I want to do, thinking of just doing like some pinks. A couple different color pinks in here. And then in the background doing like fern type thing. I think that would be kind of cute. I'm gonna do that. Any stenciling questions or planner questions in general? One of the things, the other thing that I want to do in April is I've been working on a series of, well, I'm working on the graphics now. And I know if you're here, you've probably been watching me do this fairly often, so you probably don't have any like basic stenciling questions, but I'm working on a series of graphics, and then the next step after that is to work on a series of videos to go over like basic planning and bullet journaling and stenciling stuff. So if you have any other questions or things that like when you started out you were wondering, I would love if you drop those down here too. My thought is that, you know, a lot of people seem to be kind of like exploring other ways of planning and all of that. And I always, you know, I do these lives and everything, and I never really put like a basic video or a basic series of things like types of ink and all that stuff. It's just stuff that I like continually repeat myself, and which is fine. Like I definitely will still do that. But there's nowhere I can be like, oh, here's a playlist. I still need to get my YouTube launched, which is like, I think that's just like my biggest like albatross for the year. So I'm hoping these will give me like a guidance of like where to start in there. So we'll see. But if you have questions or like things that like you were always kind of like, I don't know, feel free to drop them. I would appreciate that for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll definitely go there. Thank you. Also, hi, Katie. I don't know if I saw you pop in. Okay. So, those 3 definitely need to be there. Because those are the last 3 days of the month. Hi, Shannon. It's a long time. I haven't talked to you in forever, I feel like. I haven't talked to a lot of people in forever, honestly. I'm one of those friends that like, I just assume we're always friends. I have a terrible time keeping up with people. I'm sorry. I've been in a weird place lately. Love you all. All right. Yes! Oh my god. I was watching the score. I wasn't watching it because I don't have ESPNU, but I was watching the like score line, and it was like 0-0 through 1, 0-0 through 2. And then I came up here and started preparing for this. And I forgot to look, and like halfway through my life, I was like, wait a minute. And I like essentially stopped doing anything to look it up. And then I was like, yes. I was telling everybody that last weekend, I just can't even remember any, yeah, right, exactly. Last weekend, I, hang on a second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, okay. Last weekend, I went to, there's a new professional women's hockey league, and, there's not a team in Detroit, unfortunately, yet, but, they did, like, this weekend where, they brought the 2 of the teams here to play. Only 1 game, unfortunately. I wish it was more. And so I got tickets, and it was super, super fun. 7 minutes left in the game. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I can find at least highlights somewhere. That sounds so fun. I'm so bummed that I couldn't watch it. I was looking all over. I tried to watch, was it Friday they played? Friday at 4:30, I think. I tried to watch that game, and then I realized I used to have ESPNU. I used to have the bundle with like Disney and ESPN Plus and all that. But then when they did the, I think it was over Black Friday this year where they did like new subscribers could do Hulu and Disney for like $3 a month or maybe $4 or whatever. I canceled my account and I got my mom one. So like, it's like ridiculously a lot cheaper because I just really wasn't using ESPN. I got to go to the game in Detroit. It was so fun. Oh my God. It was awesome. I loved it. I mistakenly purchased tickets to Pittsburgh too. And I was so, like, if I didn't have something that day already, I would have went. I ended up just like eating the tickets. But it was so much fun. I'm like hoping that they get a team here because it was so fun. There were so many hockey teams. There was actually a few teams from Cleveland. There were teams from like a few places in Canada, all over the state. Like, it was so fun. Like, I had the best time. And actually there's like a viral TikToker going around. Well, I mean, there's like several that show it, but there's a viral like moment, I guess, where they did like karaoke. There's so many women there. Like, it was just girls and women, and it was so fun. They did like karaoke with Taylor Swift with like You Belong With Me. And the puck dropped, and so they stopped the music. Well, people kept singing, and like it went through the whole rest of the chorus. It was so fun. Yeah, that's the other thing I forgot. It was St. Patrick's Day too. Like, that would have been awful too. So I'm glad I didn't go. But yeah, it was so much fun. If they come back, you definitely need to come up for it. Like, it was so much fun. I just like it was very much the same vibes as like the Eras tour, like just girls and women and so much fun and like singing and people dancing, and oh my God, there were so many people with like fun like hockey jerseys from other teams, like from like their league teams, and there were so many like girls hockey teams that were there, or like groups from their teams, and it was so fun. They actually had the two, thank you. They actually had the two winners of the high school league up here. Both teams were there, like their state championship had happened like the week before, and they had both teams here. It was just so fun. Like, I had the best time. And I just really, really, truly hope that like they had such a good showing, and they did. They actually set the American women's hockey record for the U.S. attendance record. So I'm really hoping they come and they like, I know, it's so cool. Like, and it, like, even just when they formed the league, I was like, this is so awesome. But like, I just like flash back to like not being able to, like, when I tried to just start playing hockey, like the leagues just like all really discouraged my parents. Like, no, this isn't a good year because the boys do this. This isn't a good year because the boys do this. And like, they never like outrightly said I couldn't, because like my mom would have fought that. But they gave us so much like grief. I never got to play, and then I started playing in high school, and they were so bad, but it was so much fun. So it was just like such, I don't know, like it just like healed my heart a little bit for that, for sure. Because it was just so fun and so awesome, and it was cool to see like a pro hockey game in Joe Louis or in Little Caesars. Yeah, it's so cool. Like the league itself is really cool. And they also have a lot of like fun rules that they're doing. Like, there's one, it's called the jailbreak rule. If you get a penalty and you score a shorthanded goal, you actually get your player out of the penalty box. So like that's super fun. And then they're doing like, I don't know, like it's just fun. And the atmosphere, like I said, the atmosphere was just like A++. It reminded me of like the sports version of the Eras tour, which was, obviously like, and especially then when they sang the Taylor Swift stuff, that was so cool. And I actually had really good seats for like, I think it was like 10 rows off the ice, right behind the goal, right behind one of the goals, obviously. It was just so fun. I'm just like really, really hoping that they get a team in Detroit. I'm guessing they probably won't for a year or two. They'll let it ride with 6 teams for a little bit, but it was awesome. Like, I just thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. Yeah, I was like trying out, like, I was like, I wanted to root, like, yeah, I was rooting for, I just wanted everyone to do well. I mean, but like, I was like, oh, you know, it would be so great if I had a team in this game, like, to really root hard for. But it was fun because, like, it was, I think, I can't remember if it was 2-2 or 1-1 through regulation, and then they did overtime, which was 3-on-3, and, like, oh, they would just open up so much ice. Like, I think there were, like, 3 or 4 posts hit in overtime. I think there were, like, I mean, there were just so many chances, and then they did a shootout, so that was just so close. We got, like, the full Monty of everything. It was awesome. I could see Cleveland being, because I know there's, like, a good amount of, like, girls hockey there, plus with, like, OSU's team. Or I guess they really could do Columbus, too. My guess is the only 2 cities they went to this year were Detroit and Pittsburgh. My guess would be is that those were their first 2, like, test markets to see what they would do next. I mean, I could be wrong. They might not. I would hope that was a good showing for Detroit, and, we would be in line to get one, but who knows? Wait, what's the date? It's not the 27th today, right? It's definitely not, but I want to make sure. Okay, good. The 27th is my cousin's birthday. But they said one of the reasons Detroit didn't get one originally was because there's no women's college hockey. So, like, way to go, Michigan. Another thing you did wrong. Anyway, so that could definitely be something in favor for, like, Columbus especially. But even just Cleveland. But my guess is, like I said, my guess is Detroit would be the next place they look, just because of really great turnout. You know, you've got the Red Wings and the history of Hockeytown. Yeah, so hopefully if they do, you're able to make it to a game. Or at least they do this again next year, because it was so fun, and I will always try to go to it. That there's no college hockey. There's no, I mean, like, there's, like, club hockey, but there's no, like, D1, and there may be, like, lower divisions. I think there actually might be, for sure, but there's no, like, Michigan State, or even some of the, like, lower level D1 teams don't have women's hockey teams. And actually, yeah, it does surprise me, too, a little bit. Especially because Ohio State's is, like, it's one of their, especially in the last few years, like, I would have thought Michigan would have like jumping on that bandwagon real quick. All right, so there is my April spread, my monthly. Again, this is my, yeah, I mean, that's a very good assumption to make. Like, when I really I guess I never really thought about it until they said, like, oh, there's no D1 college hockey in Michigan. Like, it's a wild, like, I would have thought for sure. Again, especially because, like I said, you know, Ohio State's, like, they just won the national championship. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut for sure. I'm going to do this side. I'm just not sure if I want to do the other side or if I want to wait until tomorrow. Yeah, right? I mean, again, like, especially the Michigan, Ohio State, like, they're so quick to jump on each other's coattails. And, like, I say that as an Ohio State fan. Like, Ohio State does it too. Like, if Michigan has something, Ohio State's going to try to get it right away. And do it better, right? Like, and the same goes for Michigan. It's just shocking. My guess is that it's, like, a Title IX type numbers thing. But, like, I don't know. I mean, their men's hockey team does well. They were in the Big Ten championship last night. They blew a 2-0 lead. I am making Dutch doors. And I'm actually using tip-in tape from Lauren Phelps Designs. This is something I started using this year, and I'm really liking it because instead of gluing it, I'm able, and like losing like, you know, like a ½ an inch on each page. I'll show you in my last month. The tip-in tape allows me to have, like, other than where the tape is actually going, like I have the full use of everything there. So, and I've really been liking using it too, so. And actually, the next time I make an order from her, I'm definitely going to probably pick up some more just to have some more. Even though I still have a really good amount. I definitely won't need it again this year, but I'm always like, I should have some. I guess I could wait and see if she beds at SGS and pick up some more there, but I'm sure I'll put another order with her for something soon. So now, since... And again, the only other thing that I'm like a little bit worried about is because like on this side, this is fine. I just planned in there. But on this side, I haven't done that. And it's going to be my birthday week. So like I want it to be perfect, right? I think I might try doing it inside and seeing how, yeah, but then when I color it, that's going to be, okay, we won't do that. We're going to just kind of leave this here. And I'm actually going to probably just washi tape it just so it doesn't slide out. It's called tip-in tape, and it's by Lauren Phelps Designs. I will post it, if I remember, when I get off of here. But she's got it on, I don't remember what size this is. I'll have to message her and ask. But this is a really good size for me. But yeah, it's definitely, I like it. It makes it, like I said, it makes it really easy. I don't have to bend my pages. I don't have to, you know, worry about the glue coming out. I don't think any of them have fallen out. They may have, and it's just slipping my mind at the moment, but, yeah. I'm gonna just leave this in here so that I can tomorrow, if I get on tomorrow and do my next week, that I can ink it and then I'll tape it up. So here's the 2 pages. Let's go through everything again. Again, these 3 are all going to be new stencils that will be coming out at some point in April. I'm hoping to have actually I'll just write it in here, tip in tape. Let me see if I add UREN Phelps Designs. There we go. These 2, the bees, I'll pull them up on screen. The wreath for sure. And then the flowers. And the bees. And there's also the woodland creatures. And this is kind of like building a plant type stencil. And then there's also a layout with like plants designs as part of like a larger botanically drop. It's not going to be in the next like week or 2 because I have some more stuff I haven't finished designing. I'm looking at probably mid to end of April. And then with the bees, that one was designed specifically to go along with a fandom release that I'm hoping to do. I'm not going to say what it is in case I'm not doing it, but if you know the fandoms and what cartoon bees are a big, you know, kind of tie into, it's not like a bee story or whatever. It's, you know, whatever. You might kind of get it. Anyway, bees make honey. So there is my inside. We use I think that's the Gazanga stencil. the fern pattern, our calendar builder. This was actually the wreath, and that's one of the new ones. And then I used the spring wreath again. That's one of the new ones. Our journaling banners, or journaling basics one. These are the new bumblebees, and these are the new flowers. Again, there'll be a lot more other flowers coming out. Here was my Easter one. I just used the mini bunnies. I told you. Was that your guess? I knew I told you. I knew I had sent ideas. Yeah, yes. Bees make honey. That's solidified it, I think. So that's that. If I do get on tomorrow, my hopes are to do, like I said, my birthday layout. And then at least 1 to 2 of these birthday pages that I still haven't done. Here is my goals one. Here are my vision boards. I don't know if I ever showed you guys these. Thank you. This is my word of the year. I have started at least doing the quotes. Thank you. I really didn't like it at first because I was using other colors, and then I got really like, I don't like the colors. And so I just put blue over them. So like, that's why there's the gradient of like some pink and some green in it. So we just went with the blue gradients. My master packing list, my playlist, I just need to update it. And then these are the ones I do every year, my social media, my bucket list, my travels in the US, and then I also added a Italy and Canada one for this year. These are the hold on to the memories and my adventures pages that I really need to get going on. My gifts pages, and then there's a few other pages that, oh, and my Taylor Swift life lessons, which I love, and I need to fill some more out, but there's a new one. I need to add to my master packing list for sure. And then there's some more pages, but I'm not as worried about these like loose pages as I am about like, I want to get hopefully this one done. I want to get definitely these ones. And then for sure my word of the year, and for sure, my birthdays. Which one am I seeing? Can you see the packing list? Yeah, sure. I haven't put everything on there. I definitely need to go through my list of like things that I would want to do. My intention is to like load that up and like be able to, when I go on trips, just like go through there like, yes, I need this. No, I don't need that. Like I have stuff for journaling, my miscellaneous accessories, like finance stuff, documents, travel, tech, makeup, toiletries, clothes, shoes, and then I'll add more. But this is not like at all exhaustive. I was like just jotting things down, like when I was like at a standstill in my planner. I need to really go through and think of the things that I take, and that I'll need. Let's see what else. The maps. Yeah, I'm loving the maps. This is the one I generally do because I generally travel more in the US than I do out of country. However, you know, for next year, or this year, I mean, obviously I'm doing a lot more international travel. I redid the Canada map. I still have the old listing up. I'm not sure if I'm just going to update the listing or be able to do both. This one just has a little bit thicker of the, lines in between the provinces, and that just makes it, a little bit better, so I get less oopses of those. And then the Italy one, so these two both actually, after I do the spring release, my intention is to I want to do a baseball release, and then I also want to do a travel release. So these will come out with the travel stuff. I know I also have a couple other ones for sure. Seattle I need to do because I need to get my memory stuff on that. I know, I think Dana, you requested Australia stuff, and I have, I started playing with it and never finished. So that's probably like a larger travel update in general, but for sure the Italy stuff in general will be coming out in the next couple months before I go for sure, because I also have my Italy, hang on a minute, it might be right here. No, I think it's over in my bag. I'll bring it out tomorrow, maybe. But that's like the next thing I need to start really working on. So that's another one of things that I need to do. So once I get this, like, you know, in a better path, I really love my vision board. Like, I'm obsessed with both pages of it. Railway stuff? Yeah. Like train specific or, like rails or just trains? I guess I don't know what you mean by railway stuff. And here's my Taylor one. I love this page. This just reminds me of the confetti. I mean, it is obviously based on the confetti after tour, but I for sure will be doing a lot of travel stuff. And yeah, actually we're going on a couple trains, so I will definitely add train stuff in there because that'll benefit me too. But yeah, so that's I think all that's gonna be for tonight. Just because I haven't even eaten dinner yet. I haven't made dinner yet. So I need to go do that and grab my Amazon package out, of course, take out garbage, do all that. Probably play a little bit in here, put some stuff down, and then get back to work. So thank you guys so much for joining. I am, like I said, I'm hoping to come on here tomorrow night. I'm gonna hit the gym and then come back and work on stuff and probably hop on here too. Because these are fun. And then I also get my planner stuff. You guys have a good week too. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. And if not, I'll try to get on next weekend. Sunday's kind of shot because of Easter. I've brought a brunch and then a family thing later. But possibly Friday or Saturday. And like I said, like this week is kind of, the next 2 weeks are kind of open for me. So I'm hoping to pop on a lot in the next couple weeks as I'm working on stuff and all of that. So thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, so I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out and talking.